All right, we are moving on to some other developments that are coming in from the war in West Asia and its implications across the world. German Federal Chancellor Friedrich Merz has welcomed the 2-week ceasefire agreed between the United States and Iran, saying that he appreciates the step towards de-escalation and thanked Pakistan for its mediation role. He also added that the focus must now shift to negotiating a long-lasting end to the war, and Germany remains in close coordination with its partners on achieving a permanent peace. Joining us on this broadcast to discuss the various developments further is Air Marshal Ravi Gopal Krishna Kapoor, who is PVSM, VSM, VM. He was the Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the Central Air Command. Also joining us on this broadcast is Peter Baum, who's an International Affairs Editor, Weekly Bids from the UK. I thank you both for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX. Let me start off this discussion with Air Marshal Kapoor on this new development that we are seeing. Sir, we have obviously reached a moment that some people would like to call as a taco moment, but it's a big relief for the world. We have finally seen a ceasefire of 2 weeks. Iran is agreeing to reopening the Strait of Hormuz given conditions, and the US has agreed to not attack, and Israel also has agreed to the ceasefire, saying that they will not attack Iran. How are you looking at this fragile 2-week period, sir?
Thank you for having me on the show, and good afternoon. I think it's a very sane, rational and mature decision by President Trump. Obviously, it has been acceptance of reality of the war, which has been going on for a month, that the military operations are going no further. They are not actually producing anything more than what has been achieved in the initial part of the military operation. More than 13,000 targets have been, engaged, but yet Iran was continuing to, target with missiles and drones. We did see a lot of resilience from Iran and a lot of capacity, and perhaps a realization within US and Israel that the cost of war is very, very high, and the outcomes are not in consonance with the cost of war. I think it's a very, very mature decision. It also reflects the reality of the world today, that there was diminishing support. There were rising oil prices, which are affecting economy of the entire world. And so with military objectives, with some of the objectives being achieved, but not all objectives being achieved, and military campaign going not much further, ceasefire is a great, I think, initiative or a good decision, something which reflects maturity and acceptance of reality. And it also opens, probably gives US and Israel time to review, reorganize and re-strategize in case things do not turn out in this 2-week period. And so they can have a review with their Gulf Council nations. They can review their talks with the Europeans and Asian nations. It also allows a way to the Americans that they have given an opportunity for Hormuz to be opened by Iran, and what Iran's reactions are. And does it open it fully, or it does not open it fully? And so when we look at all these aspects, I do not think that either side will militarily stop preparing in these 2 weeks. They will continue to have re-strategize and reorientate in the 2 weeks that are there, while the diplomacy is given a chance.